to Adri's farmhouse kitchen. Today it's gonna be a little bit different. We are visiting Blenheim Palace in Oxfordshire. We're gonna spend the whole day there. I'll bring you along with me. So we're gonna have the entrance to the palace about midday. Afternoon we're gonna have a lovely afternoon tea, and then late afternoon we're gonna go out to the gardens and do some nice walks. So if you're interested, you are welcome. See you in the palace. Blenheim Palace was built as a gift to John Churchill, 1st Duke of Marlborough, from Queen Anne and grateful nation in thanks for his victory at the Battle of Blenheim on 13th of August 1705. Today the palace is home to one of the most important and extensive collection in Europe, which includes portraits, furniture, sculpture and tapestries. Amongst the many treasures to be found in the staterooms are the famous Marlborough tapestries in the Green Writing Room and the first, second and third staterooms. Be sure not to miss the magnificent long library, which its walls lined by more than 10,000 books, many of them hundreds of years old and of great historic significance. Blenheim Palace hasn't always looked like it does today. The original palace was built at 1129 by Henry I. He built the first enclosed park with 7 miles of walls surrounding it. This enclosure held many animals such as lions, camels and more. His grandson, Henry II, turned the hunting lodge into Woodstock Palace, the first of the 2 palaces at Blenheim. Built from scratch, Woodstock Manor was still standing at 1705 when building started on the palace we see today. Architect Sir John Vanbrugh carried out a number of repairs to make it habitable, but when Sarah, 1st Duchess of Marlborough, found out, she had it demolished. We are in a shop, just looking around. John Churchill wasn't always a duke. John Churchill was born as a commoner and is one of the only small number of people to have been given the title of duke without passing it through his bloodline. The Marlborough title is one of a very few that can pass through the female line. John Churchill's successor was his eldest daughter Henrietta, who became Duchess in her own right. The 12th Duke of Marlborough, Charles, words today. My wife, children, I are all delighted that you have chosen to visit our home and would like to offer you a warm welcome. We hope that you have a wonderful time and enjoy the history and splendor of our palace and park, and look forward to welcoming you back in the near future. Thank you for your support, which is greatly appreciated and enables us to continue to maintain the palace and park to the high standards that are expected by our many visitors and the family. And we are just entered the palace now. And this year, Christmas time, the palace, it's turned to Neverland. And honestly, I cannot explain in words that hard work, what they've put in this magnificent place. I'll walk you through, I'll give you a bit of a taste, I'll hope you enjoy it. Charles James Spencer Churchill is the 12th Duke of Marlborough from 2014 until the present days. He was born 24th of November 1955, and he's the eldest surviving son of the 11th Duke of Marlborough and his first wife, Susan. As a member of a Spencer family, he is a relative of the wartime Conservative Prime Minister Sir Winston Churchill. Sir Winston Churchill had a deep connection to Blenheim Palace. Churchill was born 30th of November 1874, and he was born in Blenheim Palace. Churchill found inspiration in the palace, grandeur and family history. He spent much time at the palace throughout his life, returning for holidays, parties, painting, and to propose to his wife Clementine in the Temple of Diana. During his wilderness years from 1929 until 1939, Churchill spent much time at Blenheim Palace writing a biography of the first Duke of Marlborough. And we now have entered the Palace's orangery for a luxury afternoon tea. It was delicious. We really, really enjoyed it. So we are now up in the wheel, and look, we're just missing out on a lovely sunset because it's a bit cloudy. Oh, that's the part of the castle, palace. And what a lovely garden. Oh wow. Got two lakes and the bridge in the middle. Churchill first became Prime Minister in May 1940, leading the nation through some of the darkest hours in its history. Honestly, if you visit Blenheim Palace, and I hope you will, you have to go up the wheel because the views are spectacular. And at night time now, we are going to visit the Illumination Trail, and I think that was the highlight of our day. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for spending time with us today in this truly magnificent day. We are heading home and our next vlog is gonna be back to the farm. But for now, bye friends.